Number 44 on the list, another defensive tackle. A guy that came through 2010 through 2012. Started as a sophomore my senior year. I know personally how strong this little bastard is. Cornelius Williams. Not a guy a whole lot of people are gonna know. Not a whole lot.
Coach Peters knows him.
Coach Peters knows him, and in all honesty, I see now what Peters saw as why it was going on.
Yeah.
Absolute stomp in the middle of your defense. Could not be moved. As a sophomore, stupid strong. I always prided myself on having good technique.
Yeah.
So one-on-one pass rush, I'm talking shit because he's just whipping Hank's ass. And I'm like, damn, Hank, you can't. That's all we got? That's all you can do? Like, seriously, this is a sophomore. You can't do it? So I'm talking shit and talk myself into an ass whooping. What happens? I snapped the ball in one-on-one pass rush, and I got pretty good posture, bro. Like, my chest is up, my hands are where they're supposed to be at.
Good leverage.
I'm like finna start working and like really just get to the point of like where you get to talking shit because you know you won. Yeah. This dude, with all of his might, snatches me and all he can throws me forward. And it, like, I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, my chest was up. Like, I had great technique. This doesn't happen. Drops me down, rips off of me and gets to the sack. Peters goes crazy.
I can only imagine.
You can only imagine how bad that practice was. Of course, a lot of shit talked afterwards. But
yeah.
And that, for me, was the first introduction. I was like, okay. All right, he can play.
Yeah.
He can play. As a senior, his numbers are special. 2012, they went not very far, 2 or 3 rounds. Went 2 or 3 rounds in 2012, but dog had, where we at? He had 84 tackles, 3 sacks, 17 for loss as a nose guard.
Word.
84 tackles as a nose guard.
That's a lot.
That's a lot in 13 games. As a sophomore, 37 tackles, 1 sack, 9 for loss. Junior, 58 tackles, 1 sack, 13 for loss. His best thing, he was really good at what Bubba was really good at as a senior, and that was holding the guard and center and keeping them clean. Now, another reason why I say Cornelius is better than all those guys is that he was the defensive tackle when DeMarcus Latham was playing.
Okay.
So he had, not only was he productive in a sense for his own self with the 84 tackles, but Latham has 138 behind him.
Right.
Like every year he plays, Latham goes over 100 tackles. And so to me, you're only as good as the people in front of you are as a linebacker. Right. And for him to be clean and to make all of the tackles that he made, had to have somebody in front of him as a nose guard keeping him clean. And that's what Cornelius did. And so a lot of respect to Cornelius, 5'10", 5'9.5", 285, just an absolute bull in the middle. And it's not sexy. It's not Bubba. Right. It's not super athletic. It's not going to be a splash play like Farley. They're not going to make those great plays. He's not one of those guys that's going to make a whole bunch of great plays behind the line of scrimmage and like, yeah, we need that dude. Right. But as far as a plug player and what we needed him to be in the defense, he did his job better than all those guys. Right. And I see now what Coach Peters was talking about when he called him the best defensive tackle he's ever coached. Yeah. And Peters coached some dudes now.
He told me that personally. Yeah. And he coached me.
Yeah. Did that hurt your feelings a little? Yeah. It shouldn't have.
I got up and left like 3 minutes after that. I was like, yeah, well, that's my mom calling me. I don't need that shit no more. Yeah, I don't want that bullshit, bro. But no, shouts to him. I never seen him a day in my life.
You have, but you just don't know it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I've seen him.
He's like one of those guys. It's just like he's there, and then
show me a picture of him sooner or later.
Okay, cool. I'll turn the computer around here in a second.